because you're not in that situation, and it's easy to judge and make up theories about how much better you would have been. But you're not me.
And of course, no one's been through anything more than you, huh? Well, I can tell you personally what I know someone very close to me would do. They fought like hell until they got away, which is how I know about the court. And they were held for a day and a half, I guess. The first chance they ran right into the back of someone's house and they got help. You were there 5 weeks.
You didn't live it, and you don't know. You only want to believe what these cyberbullying creators have told you to believe.
No, that's not true. What other people believe, which I've learned a lot from, their help, with these court records, and it's reading them, Mary. And then you're so proud of yourself. You wrote a book. You,
doing my best.
You do videos.
I'm doing my best to pick my life back up, to start a new life.
You're doing your best to start a new life? How long you been doing that? Because way before they ever seen you, before JJ ever seen you, you were doing exactly what you're doing now. When you left Jacksonville, you were doing what you're doing now. There has been no change. There has been no effort. There has been nothing that you have tried to do except extort money, which is what you do, beg, expect. When it came to family, you just expected. You just really thought in your mind that after she died, my mother died, we were just going to fill in the gap. Well, no. The only one you knew not to expect anything from was me. Everybody else was covering and just doing what they felt they needed to do. Well, guess what? I did what I felt I needed to do, and that was mostly, I say what I say. And I said it then, I say it now. I wish I'd have been a little louder, though, because I would have stopped you. I would have stopped it a long time ago, and I should have, and I'll regret that forever. But it's done, and I can't go back. But I can stop you now. So, don't worry, I won't go nowhere.
I have PTSD from the murder, but I had PTSD before the murder. And I had more PTSD added on afterwards. That's what CPTSD is. It's just layers and layers and layers of trauma that I have not had a chance to heal.
And how much trauma did you create in your own mind? How much of this is from your books you've read? And I've never known you to read a book about anything sweet. I mean, the only thing you've ever read was A Child Called It, Stephen King. You've read nothing but horrors and murders and Flowers in the Attic. You have fed your mind every story that you put out there. And what you haven't read books about, which are pretty similar to what you read, you've taken from family that don't act like you, that would never, ever be like that, or like you, period. No, we're not victims. We've been through some bad circumstances, and we come out of them. We fight our ass off to get out. We fight to get up. But let me tell you something, we get up. But we don't get up crying. We don't get up crying and carrying on. We get up and move on. Move forward. Listen, no matter what situation I get stuck in, I'm going to push through it. I've said to my husband several times, I'll survive no matter where I am, because I have been through all of it already. I will survive. I know how to work. I know how to push through. There's one thing I don't know how to do, and that's to sit down and cry like you do. And I especially wouldn't do it publicly, which is what you count on. You count on the way that we were raised to hold our head up and not carry on and embarrass anybody. You just blew all that out of the water. So here we go. Here we are. And here I am. Just tearing it up now. And listen, you want to get really dirty? I'll get dirty with you, and I'll start spilling some truths you don't really want people to know about. Because I won't have, really, I don't need to have any thought of anyone else other than what's right here with me. And if I decide to just tear into you like I think about quite often, listen, I'll rip you and everybody around you apart. Everybody that ever has been around you. And I mean your mom, your dad, any of them. I'm telling you, I hold a whole lot. I hold a whole lot. And the only thing that's kept me from lashing out and just ripping your little, helping you out is what I'm trying to say, helping you out, is several things that's holding me back. But sometimes they're running on a thin thread. Let me tell you, that thread is about to break. You keep it up and it will.
From. I really want to have that chance, but I'm never going to have it as long as there's thousands of people out there who want me to suffer and die for things that I didn't do.
You're never going to have it, Mary. You know why? Because you don't want it. Do you understand? You don't want it. You don't want it. You're never going to have it because you're not going to get off your butt and do anything. You're just not. You will continue this behavior. I see you will clearly. You're very dark. You're very manipulative. You're what I would consider a professional liar because you've been paid for your lies. So guess what? That makes you a professional liar. So put that on your resume to send nowhere. You know perfectly well how to fill out forms and answer the phone, but yet you'll act like you can't. You just so traumatized. Girl, you've had a cell phone in your hand all your life, so tell somebody else. Maybe I can find some pictures of that too. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? You sitting around with your cell phone. You know, I haven't dug deep, but I am now, and I'm willing to go as far as I need to go. And I'm going to tell you a little added bonus, okay? Well, no, I'll save that to the end. I'm going to save that one because it's a good one, okay? A real good one. It's really interesting. Oh, I guess that was the end of that. Well, that's nice, isn't it? Okay, so maybe it is. If not, I'll get back to it. But anyhow, okay, well, I guess this would be the end. Listen, I want to tell you quickly. That evilness in you, you know, you said something one time about something that your grandma told you, your meemaw. I'm sorry, you had a meemaw. All the other kids had a grandma. And some of them had grandmother, they called her. But you were the only hee-haw. Remember? You don't know how many times me and Martha would laugh because you'd be hee-haw. And then Martha would be like whispering to me, wonder what the little jackass wants now. Hee-haw. Okay, I got off track. Sorry. Had a memory. That was so funny. Hee-haw. I don't even know what I was going to say because the hee-haw got me all messed up. Yeah, we just love you. Just love you, love you, love you. The darkness about you. There probably is a little justification there, and I'm not going to go into it right now. It's too much. I've been doing a whole lot of research. See, unlike you, I actually do things and I stay busy. I don't have time to sit and look at you all the time, or, I stay busy now. I always have time for my boys, Donna's Paw and Hatman, and the Daywave episode the other day on YouTube was outstanding. It was so brilliant. It was so beautiful, and it was so amazing how quickly they all came together. Just to let you know, they can do YouTube if they want to. They can do what they want. They didn't get kicked off. Something you don't know about is more money. You don't understand the concept of more money. Well, more money was somewhere else. But YouTube is still open. You should check it out. Check it out, man. If I get a chance, I'll try to fix it where you can see what you're looking for. It was on YouTube, and it was Daywave. So check it out. It was really great. The guys had some wonderful things and some wonderful laughs thanks to you. So we all thank you for that one, because that was a pleasant surprise. I wish I'd have called it live, but I watched the the replay, which you could too. So I encourage you to go look at it on YouTube. You know, YouTube, where you're at, where lies are real, like you think you're going to convince people of your lies. We convinced two at least, but really you didn't, because there are only two people who like to come up and there are two people that like to run up and hit the pinata harder than the little kids so they can spill the candy and then run off and giggle. The two that you have, they just like they like to be the bad person. And I can understand that. Like I've said before, I can understand that, because it would be fun to slash and run. You know, unfortunately, I have to live with myself, and I wouldn't be cut out for that. But they are, so that's fine. And you're cut out for the lion, so y'all perfect match. So I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to check this, and I know I've missed some points because I waited too long to address you, but they'll come back to me. And the photos and stuff, as soon as I can find some, I'll let you know, because you'll see them, or everybody else will, except for the two who can't see past their nose. So, talk to you probably real soon, okay?